hello, and welcome to another episode of Unfulfilled with Denise. And
Denise,
today's episode is
what are some of the red flags when dating? Is sending nude pictures without requesting one of them. We have a special guest today. Hey, Troy.
What's going on?
What's
How
up?
are you?
I'm doing good. Just enjoying
Great.
this on Saturday evening.
All right.
So let's dive right in, Mr. Troy. What are some red flags when dating?
Some of my red flags are them asking for, can you help me on my light bill? And I'm talking about this is in the beginning, like the first week. Or, thanks for dinner. I have 2 kids at the house. Can we order something for them too? Which I don't see nothing wrong with feeding your kids, but let me offer. But I just feel like sometimes women try to take advantage of men and with their financial standpoint.
Wow, that's
That's a new one.
The feed the kids is really
I've heard of females with my light bill due and
stuff like that. But wow, the actual
order for food. That's okay.
you should have fed them for you without boo boo.
Yeah, it's something else out here. Dating world is really different now.
But okay, can I ask you a question real quick? Because before we start asking about any more red flags, just with that one, do you think it maybe how you present yourself or what you have, like how you dress, the type of vehicles you drive and stuff that make these girls automatically think that you're gonna automatically have this money or all this stuff that you could do for them? Do you think that's it? Do you think it plays a part?
I don't think that's necessarily it. I really think that nowadays it's so many guys that be tricking off in order to get a girl that they expect all guys to be like that.
Mhm.
Like it's guys out here that don't mind doing X, Y, Z. It's nothing to them, and they'll do that. And some of these women just feel like that's how guys are, I believe.
Mm-hmm. You think social media plays a part to this then, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely social media.
Yeah, because it wasn't like that at first because you didn't get that type of so much feedback because you didn't see all the pictures and everything else and stuff like that. So yeah, which brings me up to a question with the nude pictures. Like some people think that they like men, they love nude pictures. Of course, hell, women love them. I love them. She'll show me a picture. Hell, I'm okay. But the thing is that do you feel kind of like dang, she just threw me a picture real quick without me even asking or requesting it? Do she have this up in her, in her little gallery and stuff of photos that she just sent out to guys, or is special, or what? What do you think?
Guys, we really don't think like that. We actually don't care. When a woman send us that, we feel like she's really into us because normally more guys news or whatever, we just don't think like that. We feel like, okay, she into us, she feeling us, and let's go with it. And I feel like this, when you in the beginning anyway, it doesn't have to be the nasty type news, but if you get to that point where you want to date and you think it's gonna be something, I think that's important because you can get with a guy. Let's just say this for example. You can get with a guy, you've been dating him for 3 months, but you know that you don't like uncircumcised type guys. And if that don't come up with it, or if you don't bring that up, and then you 3 months in, and that's one of your top deal breakers, and then he busts it out to you like, oh yeah, well, I'm uncut, or I'm not cut, or whatever your preference is. Mm-hmm. Then you're going to be like, dang, like this was a waste of time when I really don't want to deal with that type.
Yeah, but you have some guys who actually when they take pictures, they pull that back and try to disguise it, even though we could tell the difference because it doesn't have that mushroom shape, but they pull it back to make it look a little bit more appealing. So the thing is that, I get what you're saying, but sometimes pictures can be deceiving. You can have pictures and they look good in the pictures, then in person, they ain't looking like that sometimes, Everybody knows how to angle themselves to make them look their best, period. We already know that. Everybody do. I know how to angle myself. We gonna figure out how to look our best, but at the end of the day, face to face is the best.
Yeah, face to face is the best. But even when you're talking in FaceTiming, because I've FaceTimed somebody and different things, and then when I met them in person, I ain't like them because I'm more a visual type of guy. I like pretty girls, so I mean, and
Alicia,
I want to see everything. Like if I'm like, say if you're on a dating site and every one of you got 6 pictures on there, but every single one of your pics is one of them Snapchat filters, you got the dog face on one or the eyelashes. Like, show at least one natural, or you going one you beat, one you're not beat or something. Like, give a variety of it so we can see what we really get.
Okay, so you said basically in the beginning stages you like to see both sides. The done upside and everyday walking around the house side.
Yeah, because I got guys that don't like women with makeup. I'm from that. I mean, I like all that makeup stuff. I know a lot about makeup because my daughter does makeup and everything, and I know about modeling and stuff and everything because I grew up with my mom modeling. So I like to see a woman made up and looking her best.
Yeah, I'm more plain Jane. I don't make up, but I don't mind it if somebody hook me up pretty, because I be looking like a porcelain doll, so I don't prefer it because I look fake. Yeah. And so for me, I don't think I need all that because I mean, I ain't gonna care what nobody says. I'm naturally beautiful. I don't have to look.
What I'm saying is, I like it either way. For the guys,
but the thing is, you're right. You said you want to see it all, so yeah.
Like, I don't like makeup. Like, I don't care if she wears it or not, but I just like a pretty girl. Natural beauty is the best for me.
Right. Yeah, because once you start taking all that off, that person got to be able to deal with what is the truth, at the end of the day.
Because in the beginning, you see them at their best, but what about when you months in and y'all start standing at spending the night over each other's house? Then you seeing them when they wake up. Ain't nobody waking up and going to beat their face or going to draw on their eyebrows and stuff, or got to run and go through lashes. You only gonna do that so many times, and then you got to see.
You right about that.
Yeah, don't everything be in the bed when you wake up.
After 3 months, I don't care if my lash on the pillow. I know that's right. Yeah. Because at that point, you probably have seen me in enough capacity to know how I look with a lash, without a lash, and all of that. So, Troy, what's another red flag for you?
Red flag for me is if I'm dating and I can never go to your crib.
Ooh, that's a big red flag.
I just believe that you either got something going on or down in the beginning.
Yeah, she got roaches in the kitchen.
She'd be like, listen, my kids at home. Like, no. But when you in there, if you dating and you're seriously dating for a while, it's gonna be a time where you meet the kids. But even if you don't meet the kids, they can be over their auntie house or something. You should let him come over and at least see, like, okay, well, my kids at their dad's house or my kids over their grandma's house. So come in real quick while I'm getting ready. Not I'm always sitting outside in the front while you getting ready, and we've been 3-4 months in, and I'm still got to wait outside for you to come out. Like, I think that's
yeah. Right. Now what if they're like, okay, well, and that's true. Unless they're like, well, maybe unless you understand the situation, like, they're staying with their parents still or something or whatever. But if it's something outside of, well, I think at our age, they shouldn't be staying with nobody. They should be staying by themselves, especially if you got a whole house load of kids, you should have your own. But at the end of the day, sometimes people need assistance and they need more help. So, hey, whatever. The thing is that, it is a big red flag because you're trying to figure out, like, dang, what's going on in that house, that I can't come in, or, who you not want me to see, or possibly they might not be there, but they don't want to get caught with you in the house. Right. Because 9 out of 10, that person, if they do have someone else, another person, especially the same sex as you, they're not gonna call you over to get them if they in that house, but they probably be afraid if they had you sitting there waiting while they getting ready. What if that person came in or pulled up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, how can you be discreet, you know, and fix that up real quick, because, you know, so it won't be no problems. But yeah, so that's definitely a big red flag. What you think?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on even with the dating, because I remember dating this one girl, and she told me that she had stayed in the house with her baby daddy, but they had split up and he moved away and everything, and she's over him and totally done. But when I went to drop her off, I had to drop her off down the street, like at the end of the block, instead of even in front of her house. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna walk the rest of the way too. I'm gonna make sure you get in safe. She's like, no, I'm fine. You can just let me off right here and I'll walk. And I'm like, that's definitely a red flag, because if he's not living with you, huh?
After that, did you continue to talk to her, or did you?
I mean, I really wasn't. I really didn't talk to her like that, because it was just so much going on. Even when she was talking about her, so I'm like, I knew the feelings was there, because why are you crying if
she still wanted him?
Yeah, it probably was too soon.
Yeah, the love was still there. A red flag for me is I can meet your homeboys, but I can't meet none of your family members.
Well, how soon is that though?
But this is maybe I want to say maybe 6 months to almost a year in. That's what I'm saying. I don't mind, because I don't know if I really want to be with you to meet your people like that. Yeah. But if we're talking 6 months plus,
usually once you even get to the stage where you call yourself dating, though, you done already did the chill spots and everything else, because now you talking about a relationship. Exactly. So I mean, unless people still saying, you know, they in a relationship from day one, you know, usually it takes a little bit of time, and then you decide to make it a relationship, make it official. So it's like, what the hell you waiting on?
Exactly. So if we together and I can't meet your family, but I can meet your friends, that's a red flag. Unless you just don't talk to your family, then okay, I can understand.
But every holiday he at his family's house.
Exactly, but I can't be there. You know, that's a red flag for me, because either you got Keisha and your 4 kids there with your family, or you got the other girl there. So it's got to be a reason why you don't want me to meet the family. So that's a red flag for me. What's some of your red flags?
Well, I guess one of mine would be is that if you you could only call me at a Pacific time. You know, I can only talk to you at 6:30. I can't talk to you before then or after then or whatever. It's only at this time, because that's the only time I'm free. You know, and I understand you might be working. I get that part. But what's wrong with any other time? You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't pick up the phone and call. And I ain't talking about no damn text. I'm talking about an actual conversation. You know, I'd be like, dang, you know, you had to call me only at this specific time. You know, that's the time she leaves out. You know, that's what I would feel. Right. Yeah, something like that. That would definitely be a red flag for me, because I'd be like, okay, you're hiding something and you're just not being honest. Or unless you got to be back at your home, because you know you have in a halfway house or something, you ain't tell me. I don't know, but
yeah,
you doing something going on.
I could see that.
You know, but yeah, I mean, you know, what else red flags you got, Troy, over there?
Well, with me is, in the beginning, what I want to do is like drinking different things. If I go out and you just drinking, I don't know if you a functioning alcoholic or not. So different things like that is a red flag for me.
Okay. And I can understand that too. You know,
we don't talk about just a drink. We talk about.
But he said every time they go out. But you talking about like,
because I was dating this one girl in Atlanta, and I'm talking about when she wake up, she having a drink.
Oh, okay.
Out we having a drink and stuff, and I'm like, this was giving me red flags. Like, is this a functioning alcoholic? Like, she could still function. Ain't got all the way to the sloppy type drunk type alcoholic stage, but it was giving me red flags. Like, man, I think she may be on the verge of alcoholic.
Do you think that it was her maybe nervousness or something? She felt like she had to be a certain way to please you, to be when she's around you, she feels like that's how she's comfortable, to be, you know, a little bit more loose with herself with you? Or do you just think that she just liked to drink?
I think this was her first step of becoming an alcoholic. Like she
I'm
was,
about to say, because if they gotta
because
be
she
like
was-
that to be comfortable, that's I don't want it.
yeah, I don't like all that. I'm not even going, you know how some women they try to do it and blame it on the alcohol and stuff. Like, no, I want you to be I want you to, I mean, you can get tipsy, but for the most part, I'm not going to have sex with you if you're drunk, because I don't want none of that. Well, I didn't know we was doing this and waking up.
Exactly.
Playing none of them games. Like, you got to know.
Yeah, because I was gonna say for a woman, before she should feel comfortable anyway getting that drunk, she
Right.
should know that mate, and they should have. Because I mean, at the end of the day, when you get to that point where you pissy drunk and when you with somebody that you know got your back and gonna take care of you, then okay, yeah, like you know, you might have a good birthday, it might be your birthday or something. You might just say, I'm going way out, and he might have to carry you home, you know, carry you up the stairs or something or whatever. But the thing is you shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable, or you shouldn't have to even think so. And that mate shouldn't have to feel that he feels unsafe with you because, oh man, I don't want her thinking I did something while she was asleep. So
And then
that
the
does.
Stages, you shouldn't want to be like that in the first.
Exactly. You shouldn't. Right. You shouldn't. But I do know some women do say that they have to have a drink with a person. Like if they still getting used to that person, like, oh man, I have to drink first because I just be nervous all the time. I'm saying the wrong things. I'm uncomfortable. But if you already, like if you said now, if you said she woke up drinking, that means she already been with you. So that means she had to have the night with you first. So
Question of if they really like the person, you know what I'm saying?
then you have to be drunk, right?
To hang with this person, do you really like the person, or do you like what they can do for you? Or
Yeah,
what they can
that's
offer?
true.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good point.
So it's like that's up in the air type of situation, because you shouldn't want to be drunk in the first couple of stages anyway, because you getting to know the person.
Right.
So yeah, that's a red flag. Definitely.
Yeah, that is. That's a red flag, definitely.
Probably the biggest reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
And whatnot. So yeah, definitely it's a lot of red flags that you consider when you dating someone. It definitely is, because you just don't know what you're getting into these days. And of course, with the way society is now with social media and stuff, it is so easy to be tricked and bamboozled, as they say. Yeah, there you go. In situations where you think you getting something good, but you're getting played instead, and even being a very handsome man and stuff, you still can get screwed. Being a beautiful woman, you still can be screwed. So it's not like just because your looks don't save you all the time.
right.
You still can be that one that's a victim of it. So it is good to pay attention to the red flags that you feel are red flags, at least. So because you never know. Like some people say, if your panties too loose. No, you wore them twice in a row.
Yeah. I have a red for when a girl is super nice to me, but she's mean to everybody else. Like, so if you hear her talking to her coworkers or something, she yelling or being real nasty. When she talks to the waitress, she's nasty and everything. So it's like, why are you mean and nasty to everybody? That person is really just a mean and nasty person, but since they like me, they just get being nice to me. But
and once she gets you where she wants, it's coming out.
Right.
It's gonna come out, because if that's how she is, it's gonna come out with you.
A red flag for me, I would have to
What's
say
another one?
unnecessary lying.
Girl,
Unnecessary
woo, I think that's number one. No purpose to lie.
It is really like no purpose. And my thing is, if you cannot get a person with your personality, with the truth, then you just need to be by yourself. Because when you tell one lie, you got to keep on going.
Yeah, I don't like lying. I don't believe in lying. I lied as a kid. I'm a grown ass woman now. I don't lie. I ain't finna tell you that I didn't eat the crackers or the cookies, and I know I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like, hey, this is life. You ain't gotta lie.
Exactly.
You be who you are. Sure, you grown.
Because then it gets too deep, especially when emotions get involved in it at that point.
Exactly.
That's an example. You with a man, he married, but he don't never tell you that. Y'all done been together 3-4 years now, then you find out down the line. That is
that's a good one. I mean, he a good liar though, because if he was able to catch someone and stay with them for 3 or 4 years without them knowing, he good at what he do.
He's a red flag.
Yeah, because I mean, shit, you didn't even get flagged. Sure.
Guys got to notice that when you tell the truth and give them the choice to choose what they want to deal with, the outcome come out a lot better than what they would think it is.
agree.
That is so true, because you'd be surprised what a woman is willing to accept. Sometimes we're in agreement too. If you sometimes just ask, or just to see what that person is about. I mean, some of it be patty stuff too. It's like, you don't have to lie about something so small. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta live with your mama, or you got a baby. You don't gotta know what you learn about.
Or you lost your job or whatever. Some women be like, you know what? Especially if you know that person's true character. A woman she'll have your back. A real woman will have your back through your situations. If she already know who you are because you have been truthful to her, soon as you fall apart or something, a real woman gonna stay by your side. She gonna have your back. I'm just gonna be real. A woman ain't gonna if a woman leave you because you lost your job and stuff and all this crap, then she wasn't never yours in the beginning. She wasn't for you. That's all I can say. But a woman will ride you. She'll ride you. She'll be right there with you. She'll be like, don't worry about it. You're going to pick your feet up. You'll be all right. Everybody's not looking for that lottery ticket. They looking for somebody that's compatible with them, somebody they can be with and enjoy, and live a good life with. You know what I'm saying? And so you ain't got time for the stupid stuff. Shit, if you don't want to be married, say it. I don't never want to be married, but I want to enjoy you being fine. That's what you want. I don't want no kids. Say it. Don't pretend just to keep somebody there.
Give that person a choice.
Give that person a choice to make that decision if they want to. Because hell, I might just say, well, shit, I just want to fuck too. And that's it. I don't want nothing else. You want a one night stands? I do too, boo. We don't want nothing.
But we would just
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I call you on Saturdays. If that's the type of relationship we got, that's what we got.
I'm the weekend.
Exactly, right? On the weekend. But yeah, I mean, it's because everybody has a reason for what they do. You know what I'm saying? Or how they feel. Sometimes you ain't ready for commitment. Hell, you might not want it. At least if you're honest, you don't have to put somebody in a situation to be wasting their time and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I said. Like I said, I don't really too much care, because I'm gonna find out anyway whether if a red flag come up, I pay attention to it, cool. If it didn't come up, oh well, you can read people as time goes by, but you don't ever put your feelings in one basket all at one time. You know what I'm saying? You take your time, you figure it out, because you will get screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get hurt. That's just that. Everybody get hurt at one point. You just got to know how to play the game, or don't play at all.
Yeah, that's so true.
And that's just that. So you have to, because everybody different, no matter what.
You got any more red flags, Troy?
One red flag with me is when this is what I used to say. This was back in the day. I know I didn't do, and the way they answered it would make me know if I want to deal with it. So, for example, I used to be like, "Hey, you smoke?" And the way I say you smoke is as if I smoke. So they be like, oh, yeah, I smoke. They be like, you smoke? I'll be like, no, I don't smoke. They be like, oh, no, I don't smoke like that. Now they changing. Like, no, not really like that.
Yeah.
But the way I said it, you thought
I remember them days.
So like
you said, back in the day, they did that just to want the boy to like them more. Though. So that's kind of like a
but it's still a lie. It's still a lie, though. It's still a lie. I remember them days too. Hey, have you drunk this before? I think I drunk that before.
Or be like,
this just came out. This just came out.
Yeah.
You know that ain't do. You ain't had that. You don't know what that tastes like. Then you drinking and your chest burning and all of this different things. You ain't had that. So yeah. Like you said, little lies can turn into big lies. I mean, it does play a part, because if a person can lie about something small, eventually they're gonna lie about something big.
Uh-huh.
1 minute they telling you, did you pull out? Yeah, I did. Then you're pregnant. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You are the father.
You are the father. That's a lie. So yeah, I mean, it's just it's amazing how, we look at this situation and it's so true, and it's like, damn, it's still happening though in 2021. It's still happening to folks. Yeah, it's definitely
Without
enhanced.
social media
And with all that, and then the way we well, as women we do it too. Like, we sitting up here, we getting all these booty implants and everything else and stuff. So we making it hard for these guys. Cause they looking, they thirsty, they like,
Mm-hmm.
and then
they women that's making it hard for the guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's a lot more making it harder for these guys. But since we on live, we won't be talking too deep on that one. But yeah, it is a lot of things that goes on out there. Yeah, but it's crazy. It is crazy though. It's like, at the end of the day, you do have to try to know the person. But if you're dating them, you should know a little bit more about them. I think that's why I tell people, enjoy the person that you're talking to first before you decide to do relationships and shit with. Just enjoy them. See what they're about. You don't have to rush into a relationship. You ain't got to rush into an engagement. You ain't got to rush into marriage, all that stuff. Just enjoy that person, see what they're about, because eventually you're going to see the truth, because it's only so long they're going to put up that lie or that fakeness. They ain't going to last too long. So you might as well go ahead and play the role, play it out, see how it goes before you go any deeper. Because other than that, you're gonna be like, shit, I ain't know she was like that, or I ain't know he was like that. Well, how long you was together? Well, we was together for 2 weeks and then I proposed to her. Well, hell, that's why you ain't know.
That's true.
So it's not a red flag, but it is a red flag.
Come on, what?
After you get out of one relationship, you jump into the next. So that's a red flag to me, because that makes me feel like you can't be alone. So the red flag for me is, do you know yourself enough to bring somebody else in there?
Okay, now that's a good one though. That is a red flag though. And it's not saying that, and I don't know, you might have to make them fill out an application and see how many jobs they had, you know what I'm saying, with the relationship. Yeah, how many relationships you had in the last 3 years? Oh, I done had 12. You can't keep a person.
Why I say that's the issue, because you bring in all the baggage from your old relationship
to your new relationship, yeah.
And you could pass up on the person that you're supposed to be with, because your mindset is still on what happened to you. So that's a big flag to me, how quick you jump into another relationship.
That is a good one. And that is actually, it's a red flag though too. Like, man, it might not be for everybody, but because sometimes you do get lucky, and when you're going through and you just getting out of a situation, this perfect person come into your life, and you be like, wow, and you don't want to lose that opportunity with that person, because you like, but that's why it takes to chill with that person, talk to that person, don't date them yet, enjoy them. That's why it comes back to enjoying them, because if you're doing that, then you can get to know that person before you move into it. If you already got out of one, get to know them first. Get to know the person first, so you can feel a little bit better off.
Well, take it a step further. Know you first.
Yeah, you definitely got to know you, because you got to figure out what happened to the first relationship.
It might not have been the person.
It could have been you. Exactly. What you think about that, Troy?
I agree with, because that's the same thing. Ways with me, I'm kind of one of those on to the next one. Me personally. And that's just because I've been through a lot of relationships and stuff like that. So I don't need a lot of time to be like, oh, I got to get over this person. It's not that whole getting over. I can be on to the next one. But that could be a red flag for her, because she could be like, why is he on to the next one? But that's because I've been married twice, and I ain't got no time for no BS. So it's like, if this ain't working, it wasn't meant for me, so I'm on to the next one.
And that's what I was thinking about too. Sometimes when you have already experienced, especially marriage, when you already have experienced marriage and stuff, we automatically know what we don't want, because we experienced it, you know what I'm saying? And I think what marriage is, I'm not saying relationships don't do it, but definitely marriage really plays that role, to the point where you actually know, okay, I know this time if I decide to do it, I definitely won't do this, and this, or I don't want this type of person, this type of person, this type of person, or whatever. I'm looking for somebody, I'm not a kid no more, so I'm not looking for somebody that's still in a childish ways. I'm looking for something else, so I need a person who's established like I am. Your levels are different, because now you at that point where you know what you want, and and you shouldn't accept nothing different, you know, just because, you know, I'm not saying just because a person has a red flag that you shouldn't check them out. It's just be aware of the red flags, you know, so you can be like, okay, you know, is this what I want to deal with? Because it might come with
the same trait before.
It might come with some extra, you know, especially if you've been married for a long time, you know, whatever stuff, you know, so you really have to think about it and be like, okay, is this what I want to go through again? Is this what I want? You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I don't know. But, you know, you need to figure it out. But yeah, I think a lot of us, when we done all experience relationships, and whether we currently in relationships or we looking for figuring out relationships and everything, we know what we want. And like you said, if you don't, then it goes back to what you said. You need to find yourself first, figure you out first, and see what you want, because you don't want to bring in unnecessariness to it. Then you blaming the person that you try to be with. You know, don't put your mate in a situation and you know it's you. Yeah. If you ain't ready, you just ain't ready.
Not ready.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it and tell that person, hey, tell that person, I'm looking for fun. I just want to enjoy life. I want to travel. I need a partner. I need a partner in crime. I want somebody I can go with.
How people who been in a marriage before, they've been tied down to this one person and everything like that. Once they break up, they just want to have fun. They're not looking for a commitment.
Hell no.
Just enjoy being married. You know, and just that's just how they want to be things to be.
Shit, you want to roller skate, shit. You ain't trying to do all that extra. You're trying to enjoy life. You're trying to have fun, and you're trying to figure yourself out still, because somewhere down the line, when you I ain't gonna lie, when you marry, you lose yourself to a degree, because you compromise for so much more. You know, that's it's just what it is. Yeah, because whether you have a piece of paper or not, you know, if you put yourself in that relationship title like a marriage, you're gonna deal with it. And that's what it is. But man, Troy, we really enjoy you. We really enjoyed you on this conversation. We definitely appreciate you joining in on us. This is our second season, so we definitely
y'all podcast. I heard the other dude when he was talking about tossing the salads on the last one. He's grown. I understand this where he come from, because at a certain age, you should in your relationship and your mate or whatever, it should be everything goes with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He eating them booty like groceries. That's what he said. Basically, he said, if you got a problem with me
doing this,
eating your ass, then you got a problem. And I'm like, damn, where do we find y'all at?
With confidence.
but the thing is, you're so right. You are so right, Troy. My thing is this: you grown. There's no reason why you can't be real about how you feel or what you do. That's why I say this is adult talk. Sex is natural. I don't know why people act like they so afraid to talk about sex. You ain't hurt nobody by talking about how you feel or what you like.
Because you're educated.
Exactly. And you making people not feel so afraid or ashamed. You know, like I said, when we sell adult toys and stuff, and you know, some people they don't want nobody to know that they bought a toy. Well, ain't nothing wrong with buying a toy, you know. And it ain't.
It brought the freaks out, because nobody done got the roll since the pandemic started.
It don't take away a man, but we got a discussion on that one too, so I won't give too much of that up. But we definitely have a podcast coming out with that one. But yeah, I will say that, you know, I appreciate you bringing that up, Troy. Like you said, we grown. We should say what we want to say. You know, we shouldn't have a problem with that. You know, if you eat the tuna shit, you eat it. That's why I said I spread them cheeks wide open. Here, I'm gonna help you out on it.
Thank you, Troy, for joining us for this episode of Unfulfilled with Denise and Denise. Y'all can catch us at Denise_and_Denise with a 3 and not an E on Instagram. Until next time, thank you for joining.
Peace.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.